Hi, my name is Sandy Kane, and I'm a prostate cancer survivor. I started getting tested, PSA blood test, when I was 49 years old. Once a year. At age 57, I started going 4 times a year, and at age 61, I got the magic news that I had prostate cancer. October 29th, 2003, so I'm coming on 10 years that I'm a survivor. My first question was, why me? The doctor looked at me and said, it's the luck of the draw. I went home, I put my head in the sand, and for 4 days I was in total denial. During that time, every night my wife came home from work and she said, Sandy, I found someone else who had prostate cancer, why don't you call them? I found somebody else, and after 4 days, I woke up, I started calling people. I built a spreadsheet with 14 men who I interviewed, their age, what their Gleason was, what their PSA was, when they were diagnosed, how long ago, what procedure they had, what hospital, what doctor, the whole 9 yards. And I sat down and I made a decision, and on January 15th, 2004, I had a radical prostatectomy done at NYU in New York City. Consequently, I had some issues, and I had 3 subsequent other surgeries over the next 2.5 years that were prostate cancer related. I came out of this, and having been involved in charity work for quite a few years, I wanted to give back, but I just didn't know how. I was watching the Speed Channel one night, and there was a show on that involved prostate cancer and a car show. The rationale being, men won't go get tested. We're all a bunch of sissies. We're in total denial when it comes to the words impotence and incontinence. But if I can get somebody to a car show and we can do a setup there, we stand a much better chance of getting them in and having them tested. Anyway, I reached out to some people on the West Coast. They were extremely cooperative. They licensed me to use the name Cruizin for a Cure, which we changed a little bit for branding purposes. And we started a show. First year we were in a grass field with 125 cars and about 200 visitors. And the show has evolved since then to a point where we are one of the bigger car shows. We're not a car show anymore, we're an event now. We have exhibitor cars there, we have a lot of people, we have entertainment for the kids, we have a food court, we have shopping for mom, we have shopping for dad, but most important of all, we have a local hospital set up who comes in and provides the phlebotomist and does the PSA testing for us. To date, in the past 7 years, we've done 1,600 tests. We've caught 54 potential cases of cancer. Prostate cancer, excuse me. We have one more very important partner, and that's Winthrop-University Hospital here on the island. They very graciously have offered to donate all of the PSA testing pro bono. They're coming out this year. We expect to do about 350 tests. In addition to the phlebotomist, they're bringing a number of their surgical doctors out who will be there to answer questions about prostate cancer and about the Da Vinci. They all work on the Da Vinci. The money we raise after paying all our expenses goes to Cold Spring Harbor Labs. This is the 2nd year we're working with them. There are 2 prostate cancer specific research programs. There's one other group that deserves special recognition. 7 years ago, we were looking for volunteers, and someone said, why don't you try the Boy Scouts? And I looked at him and said, why the Boy Scouts? He says, it's good. These boys need to get out and learn the business world. Well, I called around, and I ended up speaking to some people at Boy Scout Troop 3 out in Smithtown. And this is the 7th year that they're working with us. In fact, one of their dads was the man I mentioned before who got tested, didn't know the first thing about prostate cancer, got tested, diagnosed, and is with us today. The scouts come out in, may I assist you, we expect 50 boys and about 100 parents. They man the visitor gates, they take in the money, they let everybody come into the show, they do maintenance for us, they do cleanup, they do whatever has to be done. At 12 noon, they put on their uniforms, and they come out to the Star Spangled Banner and they do a flag ceremony with us. Very impressive, great bunch of kids. The boys all get merit badges for community service, and the show would not be what it is today without their help.